Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you plan on traveling with your online teaching business, this video is going to help you kind of make sure that you are good to go. I was just packing for my trip and I just thought, why not share how it's possible to be able to travel whilst still running an online teaching business. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your business is scalable. What this means is that you have a business model that allows you to reach a large amount of people without you having to be in a physical location. If you have a tutoring business, for example, but you have to be in a specific location because your students come to you, then it's going to be difficult to be able to travel with a business like that. If you have an online teaching business or an online tutoring business where you have one-on-one students that meet you at a certain time, you have to make sure that when you're traveling, you're either still able to meet them, or you have people who work for you and they can take over those classes whilst you're traveling, or you have to take that time off. Now, what I love about teaching businesses is that you can have different streams of income. You can have like different ways of helping people. So yes, one of those ways might be coaching, mentoring, teaching, but also having a digital product like an online course, a pre-recorded webinar, a pre-recorded masterclass, an ebook, a workbook, something that's part of your business that can generate you an income 24/7, 365 days a year, and you don't have to be actively there or actively in a certain position. You could be anywhere and your courses can be selling. That is truly what's allowed me to take these longer trips, and when I am back home in England, I will open up slots for me to work with people one-on-one, whether that's coaching or mentoring, but I will only have that available during the times that I am back in England. Whereas when I'm traveling, I will only have available my school. The content is so incredible, but it's all pre-recorded, which means I don't actively have to be teaching those sessions every day because my students can watch it from wherever they are in the world. And that is what you want to think about when you're growing your teaching business, is to incorporate different digital products that allow you to have location independence. Number two is to utilize technology. There are so many platforms and systems that you can use to automate pretty much everything in your business, from scheduling to uploading. Everything can be made easy. For example, a simple thing that you could set up is a weekly check-in email where it's automatically sent out each week to your students, let's say on a Monday morning, and then your students can email you back at a time that's convenient to them with how their week is getting on. So you're not actively like sending out emails every single week to make sure your students are okay. That's automatically done for you, and then you can just help your students with whatever questions and queries that they have. But there is technology available. Like automating emails is probably one of the simplest ones, but even scheduling your Instagram posts, your stories, all of that kind of stuff can be pre-scheduled, which saves you time but also allows you to have high quality content going out there to market your business, but also you don't have to be doing it every single day. Number three, you do want to be organized and have some sort of plan depending on what the goal of your trip is going to be. If your trip is for a holiday, for a vacation, like you just want 2 weeks off work, then make sure that there is no work to have to do. Like utilize technology, communicate with your students that you are having a holiday, you're having a break. That's okay, you can do that. But then there's also the trips that you can take just because you want to work in a different location, meaning you still want to be working, you just want to be in a different location. I did this when I was in Malta and I loved it because I was still able to do what I do, create content for my courses. I was just in a different location, which allowed me to go to a different coffee shop every day, to experience a different cuisine, to meet new people. But that trip wasn't necessarily like to relax and to have a break. That trip was just one of the reasons why I wanted to build a teaching business, to be able to work remotely. Number four, you want to communicate with your students, especially if you do work with students one-on-one. You want to let them know that I'm going to be in this location, therefore my time zone might be different, or even for yourself, just have those boundaries of when you are open to answer questions and to communicate with your students versus when you will be exploring. A great thing that you can do to still have that relationship whilst you are in other countries is to offer a pre-recorded masterclass or a pre-recorded lesson that they can watch whilst you are away, so they're still able to learn. This is something you can do before you travel. Number five, you want to manage your time effectively. So even though you are in a different country and you want to see the sights and explore, it can be easy to get sidetracked and kind of lose momentum that you've built in your business. Make sure that you are scheduling time to run your teaching business as well, especially if you haven't hired a VA or anyone to kind of delegate work to. Make sure that you are still checking in with your students, posting content, marketing your business. As I said, there are systems that will allow you to do this, but also prioritize that as you're traveling, because sometimes, you know, you can get sidetracked with everything else that's going on. Before you hit the road, you want to make sure that your online teaching business is set up for success. This might mean making sure you know what offers you're going to have, what marketing materials are going to be published, is your website up to date, making sure that all the back end stuff is good to go so that when you're traveling you can have peace of mind. If you do plan on working whilst you're traveling, make sure that you have a schedule of what that's going to look like. Maybe that's having a few hours in the morning working on your teaching business, or maybe that's having that in the afternoon or evening, whatever that looks like for you. But make sure that you do have that time to continually be working on your business so that you don't lose any momentum. If you do travel solo, another great thing you can do is connect with people who are also remote workers so that you can work together, maybe collaborate. You can do this through Facebook groups. If you just do a Google search of the city that you're visiting and then like remote workers, even going to a co-working space will help you meet other people who are also remote working so that you have people whilst you're traveling. Another great tip is to do Airbnb experiences that are run by locals. I did a couple of these and I just met the best people through them. I did this sunrise yoga retreat and it was run by a local Maltese lady, and I met another girl who was actually running her own business, and we went for lunch together and we did some co-working together. It's important to meet like-minded people who can support you whilst you are traveling. Traveling with an online teaching business can be a truly rewarding and fulfilling experience if you have the right tools and resources, the right business model, and you're able to balance both work and having fun. If you have any questions, let me know down below, or you can message me over on Instagram. And if you want to start creating social media content as a teacher, create your own digital products, maybe an online course or a training program, then the Teacher Creator School may be for you. The Teacher Creator School is here to encourage teachers to carve their own path in life and reach their own goals. And if one of those goals is starting your own online teaching business, creating social media content and having your own digital products online, then the school may be just for you. If you're interested, drop me a message and I will leave the page down below for you to have a look at the curriculum. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Bye!